I'm going to show you some of the tools that I've been building in the Godot game engine that I had Claude Code, Vibe Code for me. Again, I've not programmed any of these things. This is 100% programmed by the AI. So this is our area editor tool. Basically, I'm able to set up places that the player can go to, interactive areas inside the game, places they can own, and also places where NPCs are staffed. Here I can set all kinds of different settings like foot traffic, if this is a residence, if an NPC owns this, can be purchased. This is the NPC editor. This is one of my pride and joys. We're able to set what types of portraits this character can have, as well as what type of character they are. Are they modular? Are they tertiary character? We can also give them names. I actually generate random names here. Shufen, Tributary is a nickname. Mayang Sheng. I can also set her factions, wealth types, as well as her roles that she can spawn in the game. So a lot of these are just possibilities. Will she be a crime lord this time, or will she be a body mod parlor owner? We'll find out when we generate and play the game, which is procedurally generated. We can also give her a voice as well. I have a whole story engine for different voices for different types of characters: friendly, confrontational voices, sarcastic voices. We even have a murder bot voice for our HK-47 from Knights of the Old Republic fans out there. Here's my dialogue dashboard. I'm able to see different kinds of characters, like which ones are guarded or sarcastic. I can go in and simulate the conversations that we can have with these characters. Like I can simulate a confrontational female enforcer scene here. So now it's going to basically simulate this character. It's actually not populating the secondary character on the right here inside the simulator, but inside the actual game, that character will get populated. Then you can choose the different variations of what you might want to say to the character. She'll react positively, negatively. We also can do skill rolls inside the simulator as well. Kind of very deep, Dungeons and Dragons skill rolls would be very familiar to people. That is capable inside of our game as well. So just show you what the Scratch Elements tools looks like. I have it create different variations for features. This is what it looked like when I started out first creating our social web. This was just like an early render of 4 different variations of what it showed us it could look like. And then later on, we basically started to move more to something that looks like this. It's actually much cooler in the game. So inside the Scratch Elements tools, I basically isolate systems until they are ready to be integrated into the game. This is one that I'm working on right now. I've been building this for the last couple of days. It is basically the dungeon explorer. I call them infiltrations, but you're able to interact with items. It's basically just like a dungeon generator, right? So this is what the dungeon looks like with the fog of war turned off. But I basically work on this until it's ready to be fully integrated into the game. The last time that I worked on a system we integrated, I worked on it for about 5 days. It was our hacking simulator, and I basically integrated that like so fast. Like I basically walked away for lunch and I said, okay, we're ready, integrate the hacking into the game, and it basically did it with like no problems, almost perfect the first time. So the real takeaway here is that I'm basically building this in pieces, not always just integrated into the game at first. Basically building the tools, building Scratch elements to see what variations look like. Cutting the game up into chunks, into tools, just makes my life a lot easier. I used to work with programmers. I would tell them, hey, I need tools to be able to build these things. I need all these little widgets for like modifying things. A lot of the times programmers would tell me, no, that's going to cost you like 3 to 4 times more money to build that tool. AI basically does it very, very quickly. I iterate them very quickly, and I don't have to pay anything extra except for some time and some tokens in order to get those systems up and running. So if you've ever wanted to build something with AI, really just start with the Spark and start giving it a shot.